Get up, stand up for your right. Get up, stand up.
Good evening. My name is El Ricky Tolo, and I was here for this forum. I think it went well, but more importantly, I think you need a fighter for this community, someone who is going to improve the quality of service, and that's what I bring to the table with my years of experience, my years of know-how, my advocacy in the community, and so I believe I'm ready from day one to improve the quality of the life of these folks in this community. With the gentrification, I intend to provide preventative services so that we can prevent folks from being homeless. So, for example, in the New York City budget, 1.4 billion is provided for homeless shelters, 250 million for preventative services, 255 million to reinvest people into the community. And so I want to increase the preventative programs so that we can subsidize those folks who might be low on their rent and because of some unfortunate circumstances are facing eviction, and so we can provide supplemental services to keep them in their homes.
My name is Farrah Lewis, and tonight was epic. We had our first candidate forum here, hosted by NIPAN, Life of Hope, and a few other organizations, and we were able to share with the community our thoughts, our ideas, our convictions, and things that we would like to see change in our community. And we were able to share that information with local residents and community leaders so that they can make a more concerted effort about who is the best leader, who is the best person to sit in the city council seat for the 45th District in Brooklyn. After hearing the other nine candidates this evening, I know that I am the best person for this seat. I'm the only one that can hit the ground running. I'm the only one who understands the budget, how to pass legislation, how to ensure that the legislation that we're passing will not fail. Working with community leaders, working with constituents and community outreach related services. I am the best person for this seat because I've been working in the office for the last 6 years. I've been mentored by the council member, and not to mention, but I live in the district, so I know the issues that are happening here when it comes to housing, jobs, education, seniors. When it comes to housing, it's an issue that kind of spiraled for many years. It wasn't something that just happened. Development in the district didn't just happen. Actually, the development that you see now happening is something during Bloomberg's time. And the issue is that we're trying to get a hold and a tackle of it. CB17 has a revitalization project that they're working on to rechange the zoning in the district. And it's something that we could work on, but housing is a big issue, and we need to ensure that we can secure the housing in our district.
Hello, my name is Rochelle Powder. The debate tonight was very informative. I believe that all the candidates stood up and they expressed what their concerns are for the community and what their different ways of resolving whatever problems the community have. Monique's her concerns and the ways that she believed they can be resolved didn't just appear now that she's running. It's been something that she's been fighting for years. So even though I believe the candidates did have good answers to the questions that they were asked, it doesn't change my decision on who I support.
My name is Victor Jordan. I enjoyed the debate because it gave us a chance to engage the constituents, the community, to let them know what the issues are, and also to give them a sense of what the different candidates stand for. And they know now when they go and vote on May the 14th, the choices are very clear. They have a sense of who the conventional candidates are, who would want to maintain the status quo. And we do have a number of candidates who are just supported by the usual machinery and will not change because they can't change.
Jean Similian, I'm running for City Council in 45th District. But it was a great pleasure for me to assist, to be there with all great candidates. So the question is, it's not about us, it's about the community. You know, people always say things to get elected. When they don't keep their promises. They don't keep their promises at all. So we are here. I would like for you to elect me because I will show you the difference. So because I would like to continue to provide the services for the community.
Hi, my name is Adina Sash, also known as Flatbush Girl on social media. Tonight's debate was absolutely incredible. Each candidate, one after the other, is very highly qualified, very respectful of one another. I myself wish I could endorse every single candidate because they're all incredible. And it was a wonderful debate, and the energy in the room was great, and there was connectivity, and there was community. And what is this all about if not to bring us all together? That is the main point, and we cannot lose sight of that throughout this process.
As many people know, I've been on the front lines when it comes to many issues in the community, especially when it comes to affordable housing. I call it true affordable housing because I don't use the mayor's plan, which basically displaces people. But when it comes to affordable housing, I've been actually working on a bill, which is my housing justice bill, that actually will empower the tenants. It will give them their rights back. You know, it will provide rent rollbacks, which means that your $1,600 apartment can now become a $1,000 apartment. You know, to eradicate preferential rent, MCIs and IAIs, which they tack on top of, you know, your current lease in order for you to be priced out of your apartment. You know, build more senior housing, build more housing that's accessible for those with disabilities as well, too, and provide more housing also for the LGBTQ youth as well.
Hi, it's Jamela Rose, your neighbor and advocate, and today we were at the Central Brooklyn Political Action Association for the District 45 Candidates Forum. I was very honored to be here, to be competing against several other candidates, and I'm happy that I was able to share my platform with our constituents and neighbors. For me personally, this is personal. I live in this district. I've been here for almost 40 years. I've been serving in government in the nonprofit sector for quite some time, and I would look forward to an opportunity to serve my constituents better. So gentrification in this particular district has been an issue. Families are not able to hold on to their homes in some cases, and in other cases, renters are being priced out of their communities and displaced. And so we want to make sure that as we look at affordable housing opportunities, that we're not just talking about affordable for a certain class of people, but that we're really creating low-income housing. It disappoints me that even in some of the developments that are so close to my home, a one-bedroom, it's supposed to be low-income, but a one-bedroom apartment is about $1,950, something that even I myself, if it was a single head of household, would not be able to afford. So I think as a council member, that's one of the major things that I'll be fighting for, an equitable community where housing is affordable for everyone, including our seniors.
It was great. The event was very informative. We focused on different issues we got to tackle in the community, for gentrification, eviction, better housing situation, affordable housing, and bringing down the rent.
How you doing? My name is Hercules Reed, and I'm running for the 45th District to be your next city council member. Tonight was an awesome experience, one of my first. Coming here, I did not know what to expect. I did not know how to feel. I was up on the stage, and I was nervous. I'm 26 years young, and very often they say young people need to step up and make a difference in their community. But it doesn't change that society actually tells you to wait your turn. So even as I'm joining this race, you know, I think to all of the people who will say, hey, you're not ready and wait your turn. And I say to them, I don't believe that. I'm here for those other people who say, you know what, it's time for young leaders to stand up, and that's why I'm here today. And today's event was amazing. When it comes to gentrification, I believe that one way to stop gentrification is by encouraging more black home ownership. And not just black, but people in the minority community. We don't believe that generational wealth is a real thing because many of us did not have access to that. I think by educating people and teaching them and taking them through programs that will help them keep their houses and also be able to pass it on to their younger generations so that they too can see the value of home ownership, it will already create new energy when it comes to housing and development. I think that what's been happening is that people have been having houses, their children come and they don't see the value in it, so they sell it off. And when they sell it off, somebody comes and they buy it for a cheap price and move somebody else in. So when you think about it, it's already a systematic problem that stems from our culture. So one of the things I want to do is, again, when it comes to that, one, fix the policies. I'm not going to sit here and say what else I'm going to do because everything boils down to policy and politics. After you fix the policy, we want to educate the people. This is what the policy is. This is what it takes to be a homeowner. And if you be a homeowner, you talk about how it will increase your value in life. Well, I'm a young person, right? I myself was homeless for a while because I could not afford to live anywhere in New York City. I know what it's like to, one, be on the ground and looking for apartments and know that, hey, I may not be able to afford any of it. I didn't have a security deposit. I did not have money in my bank account because I wasn't working while I was in college. And then I got a job and I applied for affordable housing. Affordable housing where I'm looking at buildings that were literally costing $79,000 to $90,000, which was considered affordable, when all I was making was less than $40,000. And for the life of me, that already triggered something in me why I'm having this conversation. Because I also have a friend who lives in Park Slope who owns a brownstone. And her mom passed on to her house. And it was interesting because she believed in keeping it. Her brother believed in getting some quick cash. So when I realized the importance of that, that's why I want to advocate for it. Because I know it's not a conversation that we're having with our children, and the children are the future. And in order to stop what's happening, we have to keep the children and the youth involved. They are the future. We are the future. And that's why I'm here today, to show them that this is possible.
Hi, my name is Michelle McClymont, and I'm here at the Candidate Forum for the 45th District. Such an interesting forum. I'm still on the fence. I know a couple of the candidates, and I love a couple of their platforms. So I'm not sure exactly who I'm backing, but we have some great candidates, and it's good to see different age groups and the diversity in the candidate forum.
What's up, New York? This is Pia Raymond, and I'm here with our Central Brooklyn Political Action Association. We just hosted an amazing 45th Councilmatic District Forum to hear from all the voices of this community. So with our club, we're making sure to empower Brooklyn's voices so that you're making an informed decision about your vote, which will impact all of our communities. As we know, we have a largely immigrant community, so many people are not able to vote. And so it's so important that your voice carries for the other people in our community to make sure that we're moving forward in education, in housing, and in all the issues that deeply affect us, and especially immigration.
Bonsoir, it is again a pleasure to be here, and this one of the organizers, one of also founder of Central Brooklyn Political Action Network. And tonight we have the privilege to have the community at large to come to listen to our candidates. Again, this spring means hope. I think our community been doing great for the last 10 years, but I think with the election season and what's gonna come ahead of us, it's gonna be blooming. So again, this community, and we have 35% people living in this district is Haitian descent or Haitians, like myself. And I feel like some of the issues or some of the questions was asking tonight was addressed. But I feel like moving forward, we need to maybe have more activities, more forum like this. We have at Life of Hope Center. By the way, I'm the executive director of this great organization called Life of Hope Center here at Crystal Way. This is where we're located, and then we take the president of Crystal Way and then the family follow us here in this building to have this kind of forum, which I feel like moving our community ahead. And then I also thank you, sir, WhatsApp, and then all the audience, everybody watching right now. And then again, get engaged. I feel like we cannot just stay behind the wheel, just enjoy the ride. I feel like we need to get involved in our kids' education and the social issues. We've been behind and we've been neglected. I feel like this movement can take us where we never believe or even imagine before. Thank you again.
Get up, stand up for your right. Get up.
Thinking of selling, buying, or renting a home? Call the most recognized name in real estate, Century 21 Achievers, 718-758-0600, or visit us online at c21achievers.com.